And good morning. Good. Sorry, excuse me. Good morning.
You okay?
Yeah.
Frog got your throat?
Frog got my throat this morning for sure.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining. Where is everyone this morning? Where is everyone? Isn't that part of a movie or something?
Might be. Oh, there's my live notification. Good morning, Paul.
Paul, I watched your video. It's awesome. I'm so glad that they work. And I wish I knew that you knew how to fix cell phone screens, because I just paid $130 to have my daughter's iPhone 8 Plus repaired. I would have mailed it to you and given you $50 or $60, and you could have bought the screen, and then you could have mailed it back, and I still would have saved money. Because I know I've seen how long it takes to fix the screen. They do it pretty quickly, but yeah, I took it to iFixit. We have insurance, but she used up her insurance for the whole year, because they only give you like a limited amount of.
It's only like 2, I think.
I think it might be 3, and she used up her 3 in the 12 months. These kids are so rough with their phones. So rough.
You got to get them one of those covers, you know.
They have covers on them. They have covers on them. They still break them. It's ridiculous.
Morning, Donna. Hey, Michelle. Good morning. Hey, La. How are you, honey? How are you? Thank you for coming.
I'm going to go freshen up my coffee. I'll be right back, okay?
Okay. All right. All right. Good morning, everyone. And you know what, Larry, you whoops, hit the wrong button. You lead me to a good question, because I don't know if you were in the auction last night or not. I don't think so. We're having kind of a subscriber gives back show giveaway on Saturday. And in order to be eligible to be in the giveaway, everybody needs to have a number. And all of ours, you know, we're keeping the numbers going forward. We're doing it for any giveaways that anybody who comes on either of our channels does. So if you don't have a number, and Larry, I don't think I've given you a number, because I don't think you came in last night. We want to get you guys on a list. You will have to be present to win, but and there'll be lots of people coming in to do that. So, you know, you could have an eligibility up to, you know, who knows, 15 times potentially, maybe more. I don't know.
I did the thumbnail for it. You saw it.
Yeah.
I have to create the event. The event is going to be created on my Facebook page, Storage Unit Buyers and Resellers. That's where the event is going to go. And T is going to upload either a picture of the dock or the dock. I mean, I think if you could take a picture of it and just upload it in the comments.
Too big. It's too big.
It's too big.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd never get all of it in the picture. Nobody'd be able to read their number. It has to be a Google Doc.
Can you put a Google Doc in a Facebook event?
Yeah.
You can?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to, and then some people said, I don't have Facebook. I don't have a Facebook account, and I don't know what I'm going to do with those people, because people have to re-register before the event. I'm almost thinking that the day of the event, it's just going to be cut off. Like as soon as we go live, whoever is not registered cannot register, because Courtney took like an hour before we even started with the we'll call it round robin of, you know, people coming on and introducing themselves and giving away, you know, a free prize to the viewers. So we have to really, really think about, like, if we're going to do that. I think, oh, good morning, handsome. Oh, bless you. Bless you. Bless you, honey. Boston sneezing. Donna, put it on Eventbrite, eventbrite.com. put it on
I
eventbrite.com.
don't even know what that is.
I don't know what that is. So I could put it on both. I guess I could put it on eventbrite.com also, in addition to Facebook, but I just wanted to keep it as simple as possible
Right.
because
Well,
it's
excuse me. I had mentioned last week when we were talking about this and people were saying, I don't have Facebook. Well, then it's your responsibility to reach out to me or Lisa because we're the ones holding the numbers, flipping crazy, way before the event, because I'm not going to be there the night of the event and people in the chat, oh, I forgot my number. I forgot my number. If you forgot your number, send me an email and you're not on Facebook. So that's what we're going to have to do.
Okay, so this will give them like a whole week to
Yes.
prepare for it. So
Yes.
I'm going to create the Facebook event today after we get off, and I'll put out the StreamYard to it. And I'll make sure that I mention in the event that you cannot register on because that was another problem. People were registering on her event and they were registering on YouTube. They were trying to register on YouTube.
Yeah, but it was disappearing in the comments section because it was so far out.
And the comments were disappearing. So it's just, it all has to be on Facebook. It has to be on Facebook. And if you don't have a Facebook account, then you need to reach out to either T or me. And
yeah, I don't even know. Somebody mentions, I could potentially put it on Instagram. I just don't know how I can put the doc on there. I would have to figure that out. If it's easy, I'll do it. If it's not easy, then I'm not going to do it.
I don't think you can do it. Online events are amazing opportunities to have fun and learn. Find new online courses, a fun live stream, or an insightful webinar.
That's what he's saying Eventbrite is all about, I guess.
When you create an event, you can customize your ticket by name, price, then ticket sales start and end, and more. Tickets are free. You're not charging. Eventbrite, Eventbrite, so hard for me to say that, is free to us to use.
Okay, well, I'll take a look at it. I don't know.
Yeah, you can't do it. Donna says you can't do it on Instagram. I don't think you can do it on Instagram too. I just want to keep it on Facebook. I just want to keep it on Facebook. Join storage unit buyers and resellers.
Which I'm dropping the link here, by the way.
If they don't have a Facebook account and they want to participate in it, then they're going to have to just create an account and then delete the account if they want afterwards. It's so easy to create an account, and then they can close the account if they want. Look at, we're going through all the trouble of doing this, of putting this event together. Look at how many hours already invested into it, right? So if somebody wants to participate in the event, they can take a couple of minutes, which is all it takes to create a Facebook account. And then they can just, after the event, they can delete it just to get a number. If you scan the pages,
well, they don't have to have. Now, listen, they don't have to have a Facebook account. Like if I tell Larry right now, your number's 150. It's not Larry, but just saying. And Larry doesn't remember his number. Okay, I can't be responsible for people in the chat that night. No, I don't mean to be picking out on you, Larry. That night, oh, I forgot my number. Now, that being said, don't forget, if we gave you a number and you forgot it, you don't need to know it because we're going to have the numbers in front of us. If Donna picks out number 38 and I go to the list and I say, okay, number 38 is Joy Munkin, which it is, then Joy's the winner. So even if she forgot her number, we know what her number is.
Yeah, which is, the way Courtney did it.
Right.
Yeah, so that's fine. But I'm pretty adamant about just keeping it on the Facebook group.
Yeah.
Period. They can register on the Facebook group. That's it. So we can keep all the numbers in one spot. I mean, as far as reaching out to you and me, did you see me in your chat last night when you were doing the auction? How many people read my email?
Yeah, but you have to address that too, guys.
Did you read my email? My email? I emptied storage units out yesterday all day. I did not go near my email. I did not go near my billing. I did not go near my shipping. I couldn't. I had, and speaking of storage units, T knows this story because I called her. I get a call. We're getting ready to go out yesterday morning, and I get a call from an unknown number, and I answered it because I always answer the numbers, right? And it's, hello, Donatella Bottolino, please. I'm like, speaking. This is so-and-so from Cube Smart in West Palm Beach. I'm like, oh, hi. She says, you won a storage unit 3 days ago, and you haven't been in touch with us to pay for it. Now, I did win another storage unit from Cube Smart this week. And I said, Cube Smart on Forest Hill Boulevard? And she says, yes. And I said, I paid for that yesterday and put the locks on it. I'm coming today to empty it. She goes, no, you didn't pay for it. I said, no, I'm pretty sure I did. She goes, no, you didn't. And I said, wait a minute, unless I want another one that I don't know about. So I go into my account, my Storage Treasures account. So as some of you know, like I'll go in every week and I'll throw proxies. For those of you that don't know what proxy means, I decide how much I'm going to pay per unit. I'll look at it and I'll decide if I want to throw a $50 proxy, a $100 proxy, a $300 proxy, or a $600 proxy. It depends. And I walk away. If I win it, I win it. Sometimes once in a while, like UT the other day, you did put a proxy on something and then you decided to up your proxy a little bit and she didn't win it anyways. But every once in a while, I'll up my proxy. But I know how much money I have to spend a week, and that's it. Like I try not to go over my proxies. And yeah, I won this storage unit, didn't even know about it. And we had 2 that we had to go empty. So there you go, you know, and then I had 3. And but it ended up being a really good one. It was a nice surprise. It was a nice one. And I managed to get 2 videos yesterday, which T knows now how hard it is to stop and do a video when you're going through a storage unit. But I was lucky. I had yesterday, Mr. Bottolino decided to come with us. So he was a lot of help. He videotaped me, and then I had my I call them both my 2 sons. I had Ben and Massimo with me, and you know they did a lot of cart riding around, which is, you know, usually what they do when we go to storage units. They can't stay off or away from the carts. It has a lot of me screaming, would you stop with the carts? I'm always afraid they're going to bang into one of the walls inside the storage facility and dent, because they're steel, you know, steel doors and steel walls, because they're big boys and they're really, really rough. And as a matter of fact, there's a video of Pat D's with What the Hales. It's one of What the Hales videos, and he's on one of the carts, like riding down the middle aisle of the storage unit. So boys will be boys. It doesn't even stop when you get to be older. It's so tempting for these boys to get on these carts and ride them around. Let's see who else has come in. Let's say good morning to some.
Yeah, we missed a lot of people, so let's go back a little bit. My StreamYard jumped. And we got Deb, DLC Haberdashery. Good morning, Connie.
Good morning, Misty. And Diane Matthews, thank you for being here. Good morning. Lynn Shark Pickers in the house. He's got a new thumbnail.
Yes. A new picture, you mean?
Yeah. Nimi Resells, good morning. Sandy Brown, good morning, everyone. Sherry Mossman, hello there.
We said hi to Larry.
Hi, Larry.
June,
hello there. James, hello, sweetheart. Thank you for joining.
All right, Sheila D, killing me, Sheila. Sheila, are we going by Sheila D? We going by Sheila D1, or we going by One Thrifty Hoarder? You are all the same person, right? I just
maybe she's building 3 YouTube channels.
Okay. This is where you guys are killing us with numbers too, because we have to make sure we're just giving one number to one individual and not one number to each individual.
Well, Sheila D won. She added the one. She told me she was going to add the one because we had two Sheila D's, remember? And I ended up sending the other Sheila D, which is really Shimon, Sheila D's two bracelets, which Sheila D won. I'm going to email Shimon because I did send her a label. Sorry, thank you. I couldn't think of the word. I sent her a label over a week ago, so hopefully she's got it in the mail for you and is sending it to you. So yeah, that was a confusing shipping day for me. Kathy, good morning, honey. Thank you for being here. And greetings, Jan. Arthur Leslie, thank you for being here.
Yes, Arthur stayed up with us last night. Thank you, Arthur.
She said, I never got it. Okay. Well, we'll give her the benefit of the doubt, and hopefully she put it in the mail at the end of the week. I will reach out to her today. Like I said earlier, Sheila, I didn't have a chance yesterday to even get on my emails. And I know there's a bunch of emails in there because people bought things from me and other people bought from them even before I've shipped it out. So I know that there's things that have to be mailed to other people that they bought stuff from people that bought stuff. Does that make sense? So I have all these emails that I'm going to answer and things that I've got to figure out. I offer that to people. I put it out there, but it happened a lot this week. A lot of people decided to do that. I understand it's just been a long time. It was a long time because she was in Florida visiting family for the holidays, and then by the time she got home, I'm sorry, I don't know. Yeah, but I made good on that, even though it was a Sheila D mix-up. So you guys should not be doing shipping for other people. You sold to. It is nice, but way too complicated for you guys in your busy schedules. James, with that being said, after what happened this week, I do want to offer that because I think it's nice to offer it.
I think the only way that it makes sense to offer it is if somebody wants something really bad out of somebody else's lot, then they have to wait till they buy something from you so you could stick it in that box. I think that's the only way that works. You just hold it, and if nobody buys from you, then they got to pay you for the shipping.
Yeah, well, that's usually the problem. I mean, that's usually the case anyways. I mean, everyone that bought something from someone has something coming out to them. None of them, like, I'm not paying for the shipping in addition to anybody. Way too much work for you, Donna. Makes you have extra stress you don't need. Oh, James, you're a sweetheart. Thank you for saying that. I am pretty stressed, you guys. Today I have a full day. I wish I could call in sick. Yesterday wiped me out, T. Those two.
Yeah, I know.
It wiped me out. Like I told you that I might pop in last night and just say hello and maybe do like one special item just to say hello. I couldn't. I don't know, you guys are even saying with all you provide to your subscribers, that is what makes you guys so fantastic resellers. Thank you, June.
Thank you, June.
Good morning, Aaron. He's up early. Hello, and he's usually up late. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Aaron.
Yeah, thank you so much. There was something I was just going to talk about when we were talking about I don't know. I can't remember. So I'm going to do, as soon as we get off today, I am going to do, because I have, I think, like 40 invoices. I'm going to send out all the invoices, and I am going to do a lot of shipping today. My lots are basically all built for our 3:00 show, and T is deciding she might come on and we might do a back and forth for 3:00. It's going to be on her channel today at 3 o'clock. And then we will do a back and forth. It's if she wants to do that, because I asked her, that would be great. And then I'm going to go on tonight after What the Hells. Probably go on. They go off at 10. So I'm going to do the StreamYard. I might go on like around 10:30-ish. I know someone else goes on immediately after What the Hells. Is it the Bad Boys of Reselling? Or
No, they were on last night. I got a notification last night. I think they were on Saturday
who goes on? Is it George that goes on? Somebody goes on immediately after. I don't remember who.
I didn't get a notification, but that doesn't mean anything, because sometimes I don't get notifications and I'm subscribed to people, or they unsubscribe me every time I turn around.
Flippin' Frozen says, Donna, I got my package of eyeglass cases. Thanks. So when I send out the way I do my things is most of the time I'll send out the invoice, I'll grab the item, I'll ship it, I'll pack it, I'll print out the label, and then, and then off it goes. And Donna, I sent out her label and she paid before I could even grab the item and pack it and ship it. And it was only a small box of eyeglasses. And I was like, ooh, I try to especially my regular customers, excuse me. I know some of them work during the day and they'll pay me when they get home from work and check their emails and stuff. So I just send out the packages. But yeah, Donna was like lightning speed.
June is saying she thinks it might be Grimes Finds.
No, Grimes Finds does premieres
Fridays.
8 o'clock.
I think Fridays, because sometimes when we're on Friday nights, I think that's when we get the notification. Am I wrong with that? Or it goes on before us?
Does he do a live? I don't know if he does a live. He does premieres.
It might have been a premiere, maybe.
He does premieres every night at 8 o'clock. That's his 8 o'clock is his time slot now. He does them every night at 8 o'clock. Kathy Ward, Donna, you need to hire an assistant, take some of the stress off you. I have Dolores. Dolores helps me so much. All the numbers for the giveaway, they're all set. She helps me build lots. Dolores is unbelievable. I'm too much of a control freak to let go of, I think, the billing and even the packing and the shipping.
Connie's saying it's George.
Okay, yeah, yep, she's right. Connie's right. Yeah, it's George.
Good morning, Dana.
I think he just goes on and chats, right? Like we do in the morning.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, he just goes on and does a chat show. But yeah, so I'm going to, before I start my invoices, I'm going to create the event on Facebook for the big show on Saturday night, the big giveaway for Saturday night. I'm going to create the event on Facebook. I'm going to upload and create the event on YouTube for it. So I'll do that and that. So you guys can maybe start sharing it, because we'd love to get some new subscribers, some new people that don't know about our auctions. That's kind of the idea of doing it, to get new people in and meet new people and invite some.
Yeah, I don't know why you weren't, Aaron. You've been dropping links for us on either channel. That was weird. I don't know. Who knows? I think sometimes wrenches go away too.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that this morning on the phone. Tom, which is Gate City Picker? No, Queen City Picker.
Yeah.
Queen City Picker.
Queen City Picker.
He was in your chat last night, and I have not received. I used to go into his live. He used to do lives and chit chat with people and talk about what sold and stuff. I have to look. I have not received a notification that he's gone live. So, and I used to go into his lives all the time and say hello. And I may have gotten unsubscribed by YouTube because I don't receive his notifications anymore. So that's another thing that I want to go check, because I really enjoy watching Tom. I saw him in your chat last night and I hadn't seen him. 80s.
Maybe it just hasn't gone on for a while. I guess that's possible.
I don't know. Click on the bell icon and then re-click it. Yeah, I need to do that. I was hoping that he would come in this morning so I can click on the dots and see. And Paul did an awesome unboxing, you guys. If you want to drop the link to your unboxing, Paul, the only thing I encourage you to do is, only because I know you're trying to grow your channel and my channel has grown. I haven't checked my subscriber base in days now, but you might want to put me in the title of the video, because if someone searches my name for the auctions, um, or even tea auctions for you, like you may want to put unboxing from Donatella Botolino from auctions for you or something like that, because when people Google my name, that video will come up, that you did the unboxing if my name is in the title. So you might want to throw my name in the title. I know some people are really funny about putting names in titles. Like some of the big YouTubers, that they don't like their names put in video in other titles. But I'm all for it. I'm all for putting my name in the title, unless I mean, of course, as long as it's like
clean and not.
yeah, don't put my name in the title if you're gonna go in and bash me. Then I don't want my name. Hello, Juanita. Good morning. Yeah, but shouldn't it be your
Hey,
Facebook
Dolly.
page title? Well, no, just my name. Which, by the way, I was thinking about putting my name on my storage unit buyers and resellers group. I just don't know how to put my name in there in the title. I have to think about doing that. I have to think about how to figure that out. And then I also have to I have to go in. You know what, you guys, I'm still a huge dummy when it comes to my YouTube channel. I haven't
Yeah, Steve, they all work, score, and then right after that, if you wrote, from Donatella Botolino on the Auctions for You channel or something like that, that means when people go into YouTube, if they're looking for Donna or they're looking for the auction, your video will come up in the search in YouTube.
My YouTube channel needs so much work.
Yeah, mine does too. I mean, I know I complain to you all the time that you have the wrong featured channels, but mine does too. I mean, I've always tweaked that, but I haven't done any hashtags or fixed any videos and things like that I do need to do.
Paul says, I wanted to put that in her personal Facebook page. You know what? I don't.
No. That's not what you got to read it right. I wanted to put, but that's her personal Facebook page. No, we're not talking about searching in Facebook. We're talking about it's a YouTube video. So if somebody searches in YouTube, her video, yeah. Nothing to do with Facebook. Nothing to do with Facebook. We're not saying drop it on her Facebook page. We're saying if you put the name in the title, if somebody searches in YouTube, then that video will come up because it's tagged. It's got Donna tagged, or it's got Auctions for You tagged, and that's what will come up.
I looked up in my cabinet this morning, and I have my basic white mugs that I usually use, but then I have a shelf that's got like
I know, because our mugs were always matching with this.
Yeah, we always have matching mugs. So I do have my set of white dishes with just my white mugs, but I do have a shelf that has, like I love my coffee and Patriots, and I love Boston, and we've got some Starbucks up there, ones that we visited around. We used to buy the Starbucks. And I looked around and I moved a couple around, and I'm like, let's see, which one do I want to pick? And then I'm like, you know what? This is how I feel today. I got so much to do. So that's why I picked Homer. There was some thought into picking my mug this morning. I had some thought into it. Dolly says, I need coffee. Dolly, I can't even talk to anybody in the morning before I have my coffee. Like, I have to have my coffee first thing.
Thank you, Juanita. Juanita,
thank you, sweetheart.
Look, Paul, we're not yelling at you. I will get that done today. Like,
no, but it will help him because he's trying to grow his channel.
Yes,
so that will definitely help him. Like anybody who does an unboxing of stuff that they get from me, tag me, and in the video, huh?
Or me.
or T, yeah, tag me in the video so that we can all.
But you see, that's the other thing too, Paul, because if somebody just searches, like, I don't know, or even comes to Donna's page, like there's certain things that will pop up on that main page that you will see that you'll be surprised at when people put that name in there. I mean, even some of your stuff will come up. So you just think about that, moving forward with video. And if I don't do a video soon, I'm going to be so screwed. I now have 2 storage units I have no videos on.
Oh, see, I grew from last week, 2,041 subscribers. But, Jeremy and George always say, like, don't pay attention to your subscriber base. Like, don't even look at the numbers, because they said their numbers go up and down every day. Like, they said they never, ever look at the numbers. What you want people to look at is the views of the video. Like, that's what's important, is the views, because it's the views that gets you up recognized. The more people that watch your video, forget monetization. Like, I'm not even talking about monetization. I'm talking about the more people that view your videos, the more chances you have that YouTube will put you up as a featured channel. So when people are watching something, it will come up as a featured channel on the right-hand side, and that's how people will discover you.
I didn't, Paul. I didn't, honey. He said, did you see the video I did for your unboxing? Thank you, Aaron. But I don't know if I'm keeping that. We'll see. I'm still in the infancy stages of moving everything over to here. We'll see. I hate that my StreamYard just freezes in the middle. I mean, right now I'm frozen on the comment, T, did you see the video I did for your unboxing? And I can't see anything after that.
You don't have YouTube up?
No, I do, but sometimes I like to put people's comments up here, and the only way you can do it is when you're in StreamYard. All right, now this one just popped in. I appreciate all the help, insights, and suggestions from everyone. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's why we're all here, is to help everyone. James is laughing. Yeah, Aaron, I keep saying James. Aaron, I know. I still got to figure that out yet. I'm still like.
What do you got to figure out?
He said he just subbed to my other channel, but I may move those videos over here and just keep the one channel so that I'm not all over the place with 2 channels, because I've confused a lot of people with that other channel.
Oh yeah. And don't forget about my new channel. I haven't touched it since I created it, but I plan on, the kids are going to mostly, with my approval, the kids are mostly going to be posting on that channel. So my friends call me Donna. My friends call me Donna is my new YouTube channel. It's going to be a family blog. My friends call me Donna. And when I'm going to find time to work on that, I have no idea. But I will find time.
That's what I feel about sometimes my Great Find for You, because since I started the auction page, the videos and everything are so far in between. I mean, we started coffee on that channel, and then we moved coffee over to this channel. But as far as doing any tutorial videos, which was my plan for eBay and Poshmark and Amazon and all that fun stuff, and now storage units, I don't know. Maybe I'm just going to keep everything here.
Thank you, Aaron. And Sheila D made a comment. She says, T, I sent you an email a week ago to be a featured seller. On YouTube, it's a featured channel is what I think she's talking about, right? Featured channel? Not featured.
No, she wants to do like
she wants to come on and sell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So is this the part where I yell at you for not answering emails? Because
no, I think I answered her email.
Oh, you did? Because I kind of get that I get that lecture from you every once in a while. Like sometimes people will tag, like it's almost like people like telling on me. If they haven't, if something happens, not a problem with like one of their shipments, but I don't know the last time someone tagged me in an email. They tagged her, they CC'd her. It's like they were telling on me.
No, yeah.
So if you guys have a problem with T, you can CC me on it too, so I can go to her and say her this way and say, did you answer so-and-so's email? She said, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. She's calling you out. No, you didn't. Right. No, you didn't answer her. Yeah, no, you didn't. T and Donna.
Oh, I did.
My
I
Facebook.
wrote, can I call you tomorrow? Question mark. I can get you on this week or next week if you want tea. And that was the reply on Sunday, January 5th at 8:54 p.m. But I don't want to call people at the wrong time. So let me know what's a good time and I will.
She said she never got it. Check your spam box, Sheila, because she's kind of spammy, that girl over there next to me. Anyway, Dolly.
Wait a minute. I apologize. This is Shay Mom. This is the other Sheila.
The same mistake I made. Interesting.
You guys are killing me with these Sheila
Interesting.
D and Sheila D.
And Dolly just called me out and says, Donna, you haven't sent me any cookies yet. Yeah, and I did say live that I was going to put cookies in her box. But guess what, Dolly? With the house full of teenagers, by the time your box went out, which was like the next day, the cookies were gone. So cookies don't last very long in our house. I have put on auction suspension from my husband. He says I have to clean the house out before I can buy any more. Connie, welcome to the world of resellers. And it's even worse when you're a storage unit buyer. Honest to goodness. I have been on suspension for a year and a half. That's why sometimes I'll buy a storage unit and I'll be like, don't you do the same thing. Don't tell anybody. It's kind of tough when your husband isn't like on board with you 100% with buying the storage units or even the whole reselling thing, or even the YouTube thing. Like he doesn't really get it that much. You know what we do and how we have these are real people, and I consider these people like my real friends. Like last night I wasn't presenting and I was, lying in bed trying to relax, but I couldn't not watch. Like I wanted to chit chat with everybody and say hello to everybody, and almost like I don't want to miss, what's going on. And it's like one of my best friends. I don't know, I've probably talked about this before, but one of my best friends that I've been best friends with since I was 7 years old, she is a she's a human resources director for a huge company, and she sits in an office and she does her job is very, very important, and she drives to an office every single day, and she sits in an office and she does what she does, and like I could never do that. And she'll say things to me like she's never once watched one of my auctions or come into the live chat. She'll say to me like, I don't know how you have time for all this like social media that you do. That's what she'll say to me. Like, I don't have time for social media. Like, she doesn't understand. Like, this is like beyond social media. These people are my friends, right? Is someone texting you something concerning? Really? Oh, you're on mute.
Oh, sorry.
Is everything okay? I could tell by the look on your face.
It's all good.
It's all good. You sure?
Yeah. It's something I was inquiring about. I'll tell you later. Hey, I'm going to a storage auction Tuesday. Woot woot. All right. Denise, good luck.
Also, it's therapeutic. Yeah, it's nice that we all have each other to kind of lean on and, talk about stuff. And I just want to mention Don. He's still not here. I'm going to reach out to him today. He's been in the hospital. He was pretty sick the last time I talked to him. So you guys, in case he's watching from his phone, because I know he's got his phone with him, because he's texting me from the hospital, send him some love and some prayers. We miss him, and hopefully he'll be back soon. That's Don, the bargain hunter. You guys know when I say Don who it is, that we all miss him in the chat. And I'll update you today at 3:00. I'll reach out to him and see how he's doing. Hopefully he's out of the hospital. I'm trying to just recover at home. But he was pretty sick the last time I talked to him. Poor baby, I know. Yeah, it's a drag to be sick. and it's a drag being in the hospital. I mean, look at me just recently, having the emergency surgery and being in the hospital for 3 days, completely out of the blue, for a simple little nothing infection. I ended up like emergency surgery and stuck in the hospital for 3 days in recovery. It was awful. Thank God that's awful. Is Don sick with the flu? No, Donna. He has he got not pneumonia. He got what was it?
Bronchitis.
Bronchitis. He has COPD and he got bronchitis. So the two combined together are not good. Good morning, Myra. Thank you for joining, honey. Talking about Don, the bargain hunter. He's in.
Good morning, Myra.
He was a career welder, which ironically, so was my husband. My husband owned a union welding shop up in Boston for years and years, and we sold it and moved to Florida. But all of those gases, breathing in those welding gases, I mean, it doesn't help that if, he probably smoked, I don't know, but I know he was a career welder, and breathing in all those gases for years and years are damaging to your lungs. I mean, I know, like, when my husband gets a cold and he coughs, when he gets a cough from just a common cold, his cough sounds like the cough of a smoker.
Yeah. Good morning, Sandy. Thank you, Sandy.
Smoked a cigarette in his life, and when my husband coughs, he sounds like a smoker.
Well, certain careers lend themselves to COPD. It doesn't necessarily mean that the person smoked, because you can get that if you worked with asbestos. There's so many different materials and stuff, coal miners, things like that.
Yes. Yep. So he's speedy recovery for Don. We miss him. We miss him in the chat. Hopefully he'll be back soon, back home and back to recovering. Hey, babies. Hi. So I had Boston. I told you, T, but I had Boston at the vet on Thursday, I think it was. He's developed allergies. He's 10 and a half years old. He's never had allergies in his life.
Yeah.
Then he's developed allergies. And I said to the vet, I said, how does a dog as healthy as Boston, like, develop allergies? Like, it's so late in life, 10 and a half years old. The baby's never, ever been sick, ever. And she said, just like any adults, you could just go a whole lifetime with no allergies, and then all of a sudden they come out of nowhere. So
Myra's true when she says this here too. He had a lot of loss recently, and that can affect your immune system too.
He sure did. He lost his best friend.
I know. And then he lost his brother's grandson. He committed suicide. He told us about that. So I'm not afraid to share that, because he did let us know that. I think that was like last Saturday or 2 Saturdays ago that happened. So, those things all are stressful and play a toll.
His best friend really affected him a lot, because he would have coffee with his best friend like every single day. They'd go and have coffee together every single day. They were both retired, lived close to each other. They've been friends for years and years. And I mean, to have that kind of loss in your life is really, really sad. That's why sometimes he'll say, like, he'll text me, and I'll call him, or he'll call me, and we'll chat back and forth. And that's why he'll always put in the chat, Donna loves to talk.
Good morning.
On the phone with each other, and just chit chat. That's why he's always teasing me. Donna likes to talk, but he misses chatting with his friend, with his best friend. I mean, who am I to him? He's only known me for just a few short months. It's not like, we've known each other for a long time. So it's just kind of like, just getting to know each other. But I'll let you guys know. I'll text him after the show, and I should make a list of things that I have to do after the show, right? I got to create the event, the Facebook event, the YouTube event. I got to do my billing, my shipping. I got to contact Dawn. Thank goodness I don't have to put my lots together for 3 o'clock.
Yeah, Arthur says sometimes
I'm not showing any watches, just so that you know.
That was crazy last night, right?
Are you kidding me? You should have put in your thumbnail watch quotes the time.
You know what? I had no idea everybody had watches. I had those 4, 5, 6, whatever it ended up being yesterday, just that I found in the storage unit, and that I was going to bring because watches seem to be popular. But I didn't know Paul was going to have like 2 or 3 lots of them, and Lisa was going to have a lot of them. And then I don't remember. Did Leanne have a lot of watches? Yes, she did. I guess she brought a lot of watches too. So it was crazy. It was the watch party. Somebody said it's a watch party.
Oh my gosh, it was crazy. Secret Agent is in the chat. Hello, sweetheart. Thank you for joining.
I know, because I had put Secret Agents. I put it up there and said hello.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I was chit-chatting. And then the funny thing is if you guys, I'm going to try to upload a video. I don't know if I'm going to have time. I've got such a busy day, and it really takes a long time to make and edit a video. I try not to edit them because I don't have time, but even just piecing it together, and then the software has to compile it, and then it has to be saved, and then from that it has to be uploaded to YouTube. It's like a 2 or 3 hour process and I mean, you can do things in between while that's going on, but it's a long process to upload a video. And so you'll see that I have a video coming of yesterday's storage unit, and I wrote in your chat last night, guess what was in the storage unit yesterday?
Watches.
This person must have been a collector of watches. You should see the watches that I got yesterday. I'm not presenting them. I'm just going to hold on to them.
We'll wait a couple of days. Maybe by Friday. Maybe by Friday they'll be ready for watches again.
It's going to take people a couple of weeks to recover from that last night. Are you kidding me? That was crazy. Bolo Buddies is in the house.
Good morning, Courtney. Hey, Courtney, if you've got that video, you want to drop it, go ahead. Feel free. Guys, go over and sub to Bolo. She did a great one the other day. We shared yesterday morning on, vintage
Board
games. And somebody already took her up on it and went out yesterday sourcing for board games.
What is she saying? Morning, ladies, releasing a video and saw you were on. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, and I had to miss it. I would have been a time I would have had a watch party on my page.
No, we were teasing that everybody had watches. So somebody put in the chat, "Oh, it's a watch party."
Oh yeah. So Dee love those storage unit videos. Oh yeah, this one here is going to be pretty much raw footage. I'm screaming at the boys. Some of it, half my face is cut off. I watched a little bit of the video yesterday. It's like, you know what? I don't have time to like make them all, like some of the big YouTubers do. I just upload them raw footage. Like this is what you get. This is me. This is my life. This is the best I can do for you.
All right, here, Courtney dropped the link. So go ahead, go over and take a look at that. It's a bread and butter video.
All right, awesome. Oh my gosh, yeah, I don't know. I watched a little bit of the footage last night of myself, and I was just like watching it, thinking to myself, oh, I don't know if I can make a video out of this. And then I thought to myself, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. Like, who cares? I'm like, it's like so bad. It's like, you watch some of the other YouTubers, and they're like, and like,
yeah.
Mine's just like,
I did all that when we did the cooking. I mean, you could go back and look at those videos, and I did all of that. I had, and I don't know how I did it either at that time, because I was working my full-time job and traveling, and I don't even know. But I guess at night at the hotel too, when I was traveling, I had time to do a lot of that stuff,
Oh, and you know what? T and I were talking last night. It's so funny because the storage unit that she bought yesterday and the storage unit I bought yesterday, gift cards.
Oh, you ready? Here's just a sample. Here's just a sample.
Now, do you think that they have money on them?
I don't know.
Oh, you think she was just stealing them from the counters at stores?
I don't know.
They have them like right there. Are they all the same? Let me see.
No, there's a couple of these Macy ones. Then there's a couple of these Starbucks ones.
She must have been stealing them.
Yeah. So I don't know. Or I don't know. Did she work at either of these places? Because
she must have been I'll be surprised if those a lot of those look like they were like.
Yeah. Now my older son came with me on Thursday, and he took all the Bloomingdale's ones, and they said they had $15 a piece on them. These don't have a monetary amount. They just have that, you scratch the code on the back.
Yeah.
So I'm going to check them. And then my other son yesterday took a bunch, my youngest son, because he came with us yesterday to finish it off. And I'm trying to remember what he found. I think he found a couple of Macy's and some other ones. I don't remember, but we'll see.
Mine are from all different places. Like mine are not repeat like yours. Mine, I must have probably 20, 25 gift cards. I have to Jeremy and George did a video where they called live the place. They did a challenge. So I said to the girls, I said, let's do a challenge. I'll give the girls a stack in it and we'll call the places and see what the value is on them. But yeah, so I got a whole bunch of gift cards and a whole bunch of debit cards from banks.
Oh, yeah, I did too. But you can't, unless they still have that bank account, their PIN number. You're not taking them. You know what I mean?
They don't.
Unless they're preloaded debit cards. That's
there's
different.
No name on them.
Oh, okay.
It's just the name of the bank and then it says debit on it. What do you do with those? There's no name written on it.
Oh, okay. Do not show the code on the video. Okay. Well, it's one card out of all of these, so I'm okay with that.
And so, and then the other thing that I scored yesterday was a whole bunch of, I think there's 4 or 5 of them, is the DSs. The DS Lite, like the gaming, the DS.
Oh, yeah.
And I plugged them in and see if they work today. They had
I auctioned off those phones last night. I didn't check them, nothing.
Oh, I have a whole bunch of phones too. This woman, I don't know. I did try. I was profiling the storage unit just on my own. I did look up really quickly to see if she had a Facebook page, but she was into some shady business for sure. She was into some shady business. I don't know what. She had so many cell phones. Oh my gosh, there must have been. I mean, you can watch the video and see how many cell phones we find.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing I found: hotel room keys. More than there should be. So I don't know. But she was definitely in the healthcare profession. She was definitely like a home health care, something, because I found so many packages of adult diapers, and she was a klepto, I think.
I throw away the debit cards unless they are prepaid. So
these things, this is a sealed one, but these are they use these in the hospital, for washcloths and stuff like that. Boxes. She definitely was either taking them from the hospital or her patients had them, hospital gowns. But I did find a machine. I told you it blows up those leg compression things.
Yeah.
That machine's worth a couple of $100. $850 new, probably $200 or $300 used.
Yeah. Can you sell those? You can't sell those on eBay. I think you have to. You're gonna.
I don't know. I have to look more into it.
I think you need.
I might do it local. Yeah. See, Dolly says those do resell locally. Yeah, I'll do it locally probably.
So while I was there, the storage unit facility manager offered me 3 storage units for free.
Wow.
I'm going to show you one of them. This one I might take. I'm not sure, but it's going to cost me. It'll cost me days labor for 2 guys, and it's probably going to cost me $200 or $300 at the dump to dump it, all to look for a treasure. So this person apparently lost their home years ago and has been on the street, and has been in and out of this facility paying his bill for years. He's been hoarding this stuff for years. I can't see what's in the back of the unit, and the storage facility manager said that it was not a liened unit, it was a surrendered unit. So the owner of it signed the paperwork, and they have to actually pay a dumping fee. And the storage manager said, if you want it, you can just have it, because I'm just calling, we've got junk, and they just come and they empty it out, and it costs the facility money. So he's like, if you want them, take them. So there's 3 of them. So here's a picture of one of them. I'll show it to you. T, you want to put me on full screen?
Yep.
So this is one of them. I mean, I would never bid on something like this. That iron table in the very front is absolutely beautiful. It's something that needs like a marble top on it.
Right.
The intricate work on it, it's solid wrought iron. It's not tubular, it's not aluminum. It's absolutely beautiful. So that piece alone, if I can get a piece of cut marble, then I want to keep it for myself. It's really, really beautiful. And then the rest of it, like it's 25 feet long. It goes way, way back. I can't see what's in the back part of it. I can only see like the furniture in the front.
Yeah, that looks like it's 25 deep, is it?
Yeah, it's 25 deep. It's
Yeah.
huge. And then the other one that he wants to give me, has got beautiful. It was a pawn shop that went out of business, and it's all of their showcases that they had in the pawn shop. The whole thing is just filled with showcases from the pawn shop, and they're in perfect condition. I mean, I could, try to sell them from the storage unit is what I'm thinking, pay him a month, but he just wants those out. Those were surrendered also. And then the third one has got two couches and a really beautiful rug. The rug I know I could sell right away. The two couches definitely need to just go to the dump because they're both dirty. Like I wouldn't even bring them to Goodwill because they're like they would dump them. So I
Yeah.
would feel guilty bringing them to Goodwill. Those need to definitely go to the dump. So yeah, 3 storage units he wants to give me, but this one here, I might tackle it on Monday. I'm gonna have to go with the hydraulic trailer, and I can't drive the truck with the hydraulic trailer, and I don't want my son to either. So I'll have to bring my husband because it's really really heavy. Like you can feel, you know, the thrust and the pull when you're pulling it. I'm not 100% confident in driving heavy equipment.
Simply Dana is asking if there's dumping fees all over Florida or just in your area. I want to get into storage units, but dump fees. So Dana, I mean, I don't know, every probably jurisdiction is different. At least it is here. Like we can put anything out for garbage. I don't have to call for a special pickup. Some people have to call for a special pickup, like if you're putting out a refrigerator or a living room set or something big. And then there are some that you have to take everything to the dump.
Yeah, no, I take everything to the dump because um like I will put out to my curb like big contractor bags. And I don't even think I'm supposed to, but I tip my trash men, so they pick it up for me because I give them tips.
Morning money from Mars.
We have very specific barrels that we have to put our trash in the community that we live in. But I always sneak 2 or 3 big black contractor bags on trash day in hopes that my neighbors don't see it. Good morning, Kathy. And but yeah, no, we're only supposed to use the barrels that are like assigned to us. But my trash people like me. I just
Yeah, I've left so much out. I haven't, the only thing we're not allowed to do here is we're not supposed to put our garbage out before 5 p.m. Otherwise, we could get a ticket.
yeah. And so then the rest of it goes to the dump. And the dump is a trip where I am. It's an indoor dump. It's not an outdoor dump. Um, yeah, so
Morning, Philly Picker.
the dump fees, I'm trying to think, like one of the last storage units I bought, I think I had
Hey, Kathy. Good morning.
I think it was 2 tons. Is that you?
No.
It's not me. Oh, it is. Oh, she must not know I'm live. Um, it had like um 2 tons of dump, two tons of debris that went to the dump. I think we paid. I can't remember now. Like we went over this in one of the live shows. Remember? We talked about this. I can't remember. I think it was like $130 or something like that. In dump fees. No, see, that's the thing. That stuff has to go to the dump. I can't bring home and put in my trash.
Right.
You kidding me with
What if
mine?
you put your own mattress out though? Like if you guys bought a new mattress, can you do that? Or you bought your kids a
Yeah,
new bedroom set?
yeah, you can. You can. But with me, with buying as many storage units as I want, that would be like totally taking advantage of the trash guys, to put out all that stuff. Besides my dump is right here in my own town. It's really only up the street. And it's not that bad, to go there, except for the smell. The smell's pretty bad. It's awful. All for oversized pickups.
See, on eBay, there are many sequential compression devices. Okay, good. Good to know, Kathy. Thank you.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, because I thought you had to have like a medical thing.
Yeah, I think even Courtney said it in the chat that if it's a prescription item, like I know CPAPs are not allowed to be resold on eBay. And, that's even eyeglasses. She was saying if there's a prescription, you're just supposed to advertise them as lenses only, even if you include the lenses. I mean, frames only, even if you include the lenses, because technically they're prescription.
Aaron says, wow, and I thought $6 or $8 for a full pickup truck was a lot. Aaron, do you buy storage units? I can probably curb it because a pickup truck drives around every morning and picks up big items, I guess, for resale.
Yeah, or scrap. A lot of the scrap guys always driving up and down garbage night to pick up all the scrap people leave out because they don't realize, like, if they throw an air conditioner out or a computer, like, a lot of that can be scrapped.
Yeah, Aaron says no, he's not into storage unit buying. Scores Galore says auction last night was interesting. So is that interesting in like a good way or interesting in a bad way? Because you can take that interesting a couple of different ways.
Yeah, really. What is it, Dennis? What are you trying to tell us, Dennis?
It was interesting. And I have someone who picks up for me all the time. But I live in a small town, no storage units around here. Oh, yeah, see, and here we have too many storage units because, I talked about this before. South Florida homes don't have basements or attics. So if you've got stuff, you have to get a storage unit because you don't have a basement or an attic. Do you have a basement, T, at your house? Yeah, right? Yeah.
And an attic.
In an attic. Are they both full?
No, I have purged over the last few years because of our intent to move, to make sure that those are, pretty much cleaned out. Who is that that's annoying you like that?
Nobody's annoying me. It's Myra. I think she's doing a watch party or something. Maybe she's trying to do a watch party of our show. I don't know. Let me see. Oh, no, she's doing a watch party of how to grow your business in a big way. It's a watch party.
Oh, okay.
It's a link to a watch party is what she's sending me.
Oh, okay.
I can't go on it now. I mean, I don't even know. I can't go on it even later because I have so much to do. But Myra, if you're in the chat, thank you for including me in the watch party. But I don't think I'll be able to watch it. We have a big truck with a huge grapple arm that picks up large items once a week.
Oh, okay. Dana says she misses basements.
I've seen that truck. I've seen that big truck, but I don't think they come into my community. I have seen that truck. But they pick up debris. They pick up foliage, like trees and like foliage stuff down here.
Yes, that's true, Sherry. You can. Well, it depends because Donna's in a gated community. She can't. She can't. Oh, you can do a curb alert?
I have to put them on the guest list, or they have to, they have to come to the gate. Like I can't. Is that what she's talking about?
No, because sometimes you can just put a curb alert, like if you throw things out.
Oh, no. Yeah, no, that I can't.
Yeah, because they can't just drive into your facility.
No. I can put it in and say, must contact me to come pick it up and just list it for free if I wanted to. But the stuff that I'm talking about that's going to the dump, this is stuff that I would not even consider donating to Goodwill or any other charity stores because they would have to pay the dump fees. So why would I do that? And a lot of you know that I owned a thrift store for years, and I would get donations. I would come to come to open the shop in the morning, and people would leave donations on the side of the building or the front of the building, stuff that was like so bad that really needed to go to the dump. But in their minds, these people, now whether they were too cheap to pay for the dump fees and just dropped them off at my store, or they just really thought that I could resell a couch that was like, like I remember one time someone dropped off a sectional, those those like pleather couches that they were making for a while, and they were like horrible, and the leather would like peel back from them. Do you
Oh
guys
yeah,
know?
yeah.
Holy cow, like someone dropped off like a 4-piece sectional, and all of it was like peeling off, and I'm like, why would they do this? So then I had to hire, two guys, not one, but two guys, to load it up in a trailer and bring it to the dump before code enforcement came down and said, what's this trash doing outside of your building? Like, people would do stuff like that. So the stuff in the picture of the storage unit that the guy is giving me for free, that's the kind of stuff it's just, I have to pay for it to go to the dump. I have to pay the fees for it to go to the dump. I would never drop that off because it's been done to me, and I know how horrible it is. I wouldn't do that to anybody else.
Yes,
Yeah.
Dana, that is the best way to start, Dana.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Dana, you need to watch the video that I'm uploading today, because the facility, if I get to it today, because the facility that so one of the storage units that I bought was a 5x8, and it was only a small grouping of stuff in the corner. I didn't pay a lot for the unit, but I did get a lot of nice things in the unit. And but the unit, it's a 5x8, but it goes up 15 feet. And so the storage facility manager, I specifically asked him, and I have it on video, now, can people pile things all the way up 15 feet tall? And he said, yes. And I said, and you can't take a picture of the totes going 15 feet tall. He goes, correct. He says, I can only take a picture of like what the unit, because that's happened to me. You think you're bidding on a 5x8, and you're like, oh, that's manageable. I can fit that in a pickup truck. Don't forget, if there's a cutoff in that picture and you're still seeing another tote, that tote could go up another 7 feet worth of stuff. That they're not taking pictures like so that they can show you that it goes. They don't measure. Am I making sense what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's like if they tell you it's 10 by 25, it's 10 by 25, but you're never getting that height measurement.
Height.
Yeah.
And they can, depending on the facility, it can go up, like the one I was at yesterday. And I did show it, I took the camera and I'm showing you how tall. And he says one of the reasons why we're so successful at this facility is because people know, like we have people that store kayaks in here, surfboards and kayaks, because it does go that high up, so they can just pay for a 5x8. But if their kayak is 15 feet long, they can go to that facility and they know they only have to pay for a 5x8, and they can put a 15-foot kayak in there. So It's very interesting. It's an interesting he gave me a little bit of an education. I mean, I knew that before, but I have never seen a facility with cages that go up that high. Huge. Imagine buying a 5x8 and thinking you're just going to tackle a 5x8 with your pickup truck, and you get there and it's like, whew. That happened to me with the hoarders unit.
Well, I feel like that was the first unit we got, because even though it was smaller, like maybe 7x10, it was a weird size. I don't remember now. It was maybe like a 5x8, but it was more like 6x9. I don't know. It was just weird, but it was stacked tall. Yes.
Yeah, and they don't disclose that. So really be prepared, because if you think you're going to do it with like your car or just a regular, pickup truck, it's it's a lot. It's just a lot. But I mean, I don't discourage anybody from taking the leap and jumping 5x8 by 200. Yeah, no kidding, Arthur. That's what it felt here. That's what it felt like it was. I don't discourage anybody from taking the leap, but just be prepared. Just be prepared.
Good morning, Jonathan. Good morning, Tanya. Good morning, Bluegrass Picker. Anthony, good morning.
Instead of packing and schlepping to the dump, wouldn't you just call gut junk to clean out the unit? Um, I have never, I'll look into it, but I am going to assume that they probably charge a lot of money to come and pick it up.
Yeah, you might get a better price if it's an outdoor unit where they can just back their truck up to. But when they have to, load everything up like we do when it's an interior unit or something like that, that might be a little more expensive.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I'd rather give my son and a couple of his friends the money that I would give Got Junk so that they can earn some money because they're like teenagers and they're strong and they're always looking to earn a few extra bucks, and I'd rather keep it, let's call it, in the family, because these kids are all like my kids, they're like my own. So I'd rather like give them the money to load up the truck and then go pay the dump fees, which I know will be better than Got Junk, than support Got Junk. Not that I don't want to support Got Junk, but you understand what I'm saying. Like, I'd rather pay my own family, my own kids, so that they make a few extra dollars. I mean, that's just how I feel.
Denise is saying Google says the minimum for Got Junk is $139.
To the minimum. So for them to come with the truck, the minimum is $139, and then they probably charge you by weight or something after that. Or
I don't know.
Maybe that's just to come to the house. And Jonathan says, please let me know when you all get my email. Laugh out loud. Did you get an email from Jonathan? I haven't.
No.
Did you check your emails this morning?
Yes.
Jonathan, where did you send the email, honey? That it's free inventory. Got junk. They would do it cheap. Got junk. They should do it cheap. Yeah, no, like I said, I'd rather pay the kids and make the memories and maybe a YouTube video. Right?
Dana says, T, see my question comment above the storage unit treasures. Hey, Lisa, good morning.
You and T, so you get paid.
I don't know if she means this one is storage treasures legit. See, I thought that too, Dana, believe me. Donna, you and I have talked about this before. I just hate every unit I look at. They don't take the right, to me, the pictures are all blurred. Like they purposely don't want you to see the stuff. But you're telling me that's not always the case.
Yeah, I've reported some facilities too.
I'm going to have to, because every unit I'm looking at, all the photos are blurry.
Yeah, and then one
some of them also picture them sideways.
One facility that I went to, like probably about 3 weeks ago, the manager said to me, "Oh, I think this is going to be a big score for you because," and I had been there before. Said, "Oh, this is going to be a big score for you because there's some really good stuff in there." And I said, "Really?" I said, "How do you know? Like, what's in it? Like, how do you know that it's going to be a big score?" And she said, "Oh, because I've seen the person in and out carrying stuff in and out of the facility." Like she backpedaled a little bit. So to me, that was like, she may have been in there and looking at the stuff and, maybe cherry picked a little bit and then left the other stuff behind. So it wasn't a big score. There was a lot of designer pocketbooks in there, but they were all fake. They were all fake. So maybe she thought that they were real. Maybe she took some. Maybe she left some behind for me. It was a woman's unit, but they were all fake. I got rid of them all. You have to be careful with the fakes. Even in the thrift shop, you have to be really, really careful with the fake. I have a friend of mine who's a judge, and he was visiting me in the thrift shop one day, and I was sitting down like on one of the sofa sets in my thrift shop, visiting with him and his beautiful wife. And I knew him through a nonprofit organization that I was really involved with. So they had come into the shop to say hello, and we're sitting there and we're just chit chatting. And one of the volunteers who was working the registers in my shop, she came to me with a Louis Vuitton pocketbook that I had inside one of my showcases. And she said, Miss Donna, how much do you want for this pocketbook? And I said to the girl, I said, I don't think it's real, but if it's a fake, it's a really good fake. So just tell them $25, just you can take 20 for it. And the judge said to me, Paul is his name. He said to me, you could go to jail for that. And I said, what are you talking about? He goes, even if you suspect that the pocketbook is a fake, you cannot sell it. He says, it is against the law to sell fake anything. And you could go, I'm like, come on, Paul, seriously? I said, one pocketbook in my showcase. He goes, that gets in that word gets out to the wrong people. He says, yeah, you'll be in, because he's a criminal judge. He's like, you'll be in my courtroom. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, well, that's why even like last night when Paul was showing his watches, there was one there that was marked Coach. And I kept saying, well, we're not 100% sure it's actually Coach. So we're just going to say it's 13 watches plus a gift. 13 watches plus a gift.
Yep. And
I have a scarf here that when I do my scarf lot, I don't know if it's authentic or not. So that Coach scarf is going to be a gift. That's all.
Yeah. Yep. And I actually know a person who did time in New York. As a matter of fact, he had in like Soho or something, he had a shop where he was selling knockoff sneakers and knockoff designer pocketbooks. And they convicted him, a family man. They convicted him, and he did just a few months in jail for selling. He couldn't prove that he was innocent. They threw him in jail for like 2 months or 3 months or something. And then he had to do all kinds of community service, and he had to pay fees because he was selling out of a small little shop in New York. And I've never been to the Soho district, but I know that there's a lot. I know that there's a lot of people that sell knockoffs. Like, how do all these people get?
But you know what? They don't have storefronts anymore. It's like these two little Asian women walking around with little purses, and then you have to know to approach them, and then like they take you around the corner into their setup van.
Really? Yeah. So this was 10 years ago. This was 10 years ago that he did some time, so that he got caught. But he had an actual store.
Yeah.
Soho.
Well, you know what? Some of them that, do that as well, they have a back room. Like, so if you know that, they can offer you, a Louis Vuitton, for $100 as opposed to $1,000, whatever it is. I don't even know. I'm not about hoochie, Gucci, and Poochie.
Yeah, Dolly, that's not correct, honey. As far as I know from what my friend Paul, who's a criminal judge, told me,
you can on eBay. You'll get suspended for that on eBay.
You cannot sell a fake as a fake, period. You cannot sell it. It's not allowed, whether you disclose it or not. It's just period, not allowed, from what he said. I don't know if different states are different, but here in Florida, I can tell you very specifically, and he is a very well known judge here in West Palm Beach. He's awesome, and he said very specifically to me, no. James S. No, you cannot sell a fake as a fake, or even a fake as a real, even if you do not know it's fake. It's a federal law, not a state. Yep, yeah. So be careful, Dolly, because you can't. When I come across fakes in my storage units, I don't even donate them to my charity store that I support, because I don't want her to get in trouble, because I know the laws. I know the laws very specifically. So guess what? All my fakes, they go into the trash. All of them. The hookers unit, you should have seen I never did a video of that one. You should have seen how many fakes she had. The woman had even the fake boxes. It was amazing. I have a pair of fake shoes that I was going to try to do a video on. James, let's see. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning, Shane. It's not allowed because the people who make the fakes are stealing their logos. Yes.
Yeah. Copyright and trademark infringements. Yes. Yeah. So be careful, you guys. You can get banned on eBay for it, or pretty much other platforms. Yes. Sheila D, I would love them as a gift. Laugh out loud. The fakes, I threw all the fakes away. I threw them all away. I don't want anything to do with them.
Yeah. Well, that's what I said. Like, even with that watch last night, we're not sure. Just gift it. It's a gift. It is what it is. I'm going to do the same thing with the scarf today. If I auction off those scarves, there'll be a gift included. There'll be a gift.
So you can use faux leather or not. What does faux leather have in it? God bless you.
Well, because faux leather is not real leather.
That was such a crazy sneeze. Did you hear that?
Yeah. But faux leather is not a trademark or a brand name. It's just not real leather. It's faux leather. I think that's how we get away with it, right? If it's not a real leather coat, but they say it's a faux leather coat.
Yes, Steve says waiting for Goodwill to get busted for willfully selling counterfeits. I see fake pocketbooks in thrift shops a lot. I don't know how they get away with it. Me personally, I want nothing to do with it.
Yeah, Denise says, and that's why I don't mess with high ticket items. You have to just know it. Donna has a really good friend, right? That really knows her.
Yeah, she's taught me a lot, so yeah. I'm pretty well versed in it too. Like, I know what to look for. And I can tell.
I've been faked at garage sales. Oh yeah, it's real. It's real. It's real. Now, whether or not they didn't know it was real or what.
Yeah. Yeah, and I can also tell with eyeglasses too, because I was in the eyeglass industry for so many years. My dad was an optician, so we used to go to shows and stuff. I literally can tell a fake pair of sunglasses, designer sunglasses, just by holding them in my hand. Literally, like I can just feel the difference holding them in my hand. Paul's saying he's leaving. He's going to go make breakfast, and then he'll see us on later on.
All right,
we're on for an hour and 22 minutes.
Oh,
I have a busy morning. I know you do, and I could sit here and chat with you all day long. You know that, because I love you, and we always have so much to talk about. And we will get off live now, and we probably will talk to each other 3 or 4 times before our 3 o'clock auction today on T's channel.
Yep. I got to do the thumbnail for that.
I'll give you a preview of some of the things that I'm going to be bringing today. I know I have a lot of salt and pepper shakers all ready to roll. I finally have enough of those put together to do that. I will have some perfume lots. This afternoon, I think I'll have some homemade Afghan lots. I will have clothing lots. I have a lot of clothing that I'd like to move out, so I'll have a lot of clothing. I might have some one-piece. I have a lot of pocketbooks I'm afraid to list because I'm afraid they might be fake. Connie, not today, honey. And maybe not tomorrow, but if we can get on a live stream and you show me your pocketbooks, I can tell you whether or not they're fake or not. It's no problem, and I can send you a StreamYard so we can get on together. And I can.
Thank you, Larry.
Yeah, Judge Steve says, think about this. There are counterfeit dollar bills that are so good that are virtually okay. So, with that being said, Steve, you will have to watch my upcoming video because there has something to do about a counterfeit $20 bill in it. So, okay, we'll see you at 3 o'clock, right? 3 o'clock, and then I'll do my live stream for my late night tonight. I hope you guys can all join us. And T said that if she's not too tired, she might jump on and join us this evening also.
Yeah, I think I might pull an all-nighter, we'll see.
Oh, I'm not pulling an all-nighter, T. I can't. It takes me too much to recover from that.
I got a lot of stuff to sell. We'll see.
Honest to goodness, I can't. Later, Gators. All right. Bye, you guys.
All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Have a great day.